You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us tonight, the 2022 flu season is off to an early and vicious start this year, especially in our region. The CDC has placed Tennessee, as well as 6 other states, in the highest category for flu activity. Hospitalization rates for influenza have not been this high this early on in the season since the 2009 swine flu pandemic. Now, just under 3 weeks ago, there were no states in the very high category of flu activity, showing just how quickly this spike appeared. The winter flu season normally ramps up in December or January, but according to the CDC, there have been an estimated 1,300 flu deaths, including at least 3 children so far this year. Now, those with the Knox County Health Department say we are about a month ahead of when we see this level of increased flu activity. Roberta Sturm with the Knox County Health Department says they are seeing 2 different variants, and they are expecting numbers to be much higher than last year.
Nationally, it's the H3N2 variant as well as H1N1. We're seeing H1N1 a lot more here locally. This year, we didn't really have a very strong flu season. There were a lot of things in place. There was social distancing. People were taking extra measures to protect themselves from COVID, which may have contributed to a much decreased flu season last year.
Now, luckily, this year's flu shots cover both variants. The Knox County Health Department is providing the flu vaccine at all of its locations, and you are asked to call to make an appointment. The number on your screen, 865-215-5150. Next on The 7, we spoke to one Knox County parent who had to keep her kid home last week because they caught the flu. Sarah Moyer's 7-year-old son, William, wasn't his usual outgoing self last Sunday. By Monday, his fever was above 102, and Sarah ended up taking him to their pediatrician. Now, his flu test came back positive. Well, she says his symptoms started randomly on Sunday. He woke up fine, and then out of nowhere, he said he didn't feel good, and his stomach and head was hurting, and his throat was sore. The doctor prescribed Tylenol, Motrin, and a lot of rest with as much fluids as possible. Well, after almost a week, William is pretty much back to normal, just a little congested. Still, though, Sarah has a message for other parents who may also be dealing with a child with the flu.
Stay strong for your kid because they will be down for the count. My child was down for 5 days. I had never seen him that sick before.
And when it comes to the flu in the classroom, Knox County Schools tells us it works closely with the Knox County Health Department. On Friday, the school system told us the lowest student attendance rate it saw last week was 88.5%. Well, next on our list, a jury was unable to decide a verdict in the trial of a Knoxville man charged in a double homicide from 2020. Eli Mostello was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder for the killing of Jamaica Greenlee and 48-year-old Robert Andrade. Now, Mostello's trial began last week, and today we learned it came to an end with a hung jury. Mostello was one of 2 people arrested in connection with the killings that occurred on Ben-Hur Avenue on August 9th, 2020. A second suspect is also facing 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. That suspect was a juvenile at the time of arrest, and his name has not been released. In our next Big 7 story for you tonight, a man has been arrested by Knoxville police during a burglary at the TVA Employees Credit Union Bank along Kingston Pike. Police say an officer was driving along Kingston Pike on Friday when they heard an alarm coming from the building. The officer pulled into the parking lot and saw 33-year-old Carl Whittington standing behind the air conditioners. You see his picture here. The officer approached and noticed the attic vent on one side of the building was missing and that a light fixture had been broken. Further investigation led officers to determine that they had caught Whittington in the middle of an attempted burglary. Now, he was arrested and is now facing charges. Next on our list for you, one person continues to recover from burns after a house caught fire. This happened in North Knox County this afternoon. It happened along Copper Valley Road near the Union County line. Rural Metro firefighters say they arrived at the scene to find the house already fully engulfed in flames. Now, we're told they did not just have to worry about the house. Rural Metro says crews had to prevent the fire from spreading to a nearby propane tank and the woods once they got their hose up that long driveway. As for the person who suffered burns, we're told they were taken to a trauma center in critical condition. Another person was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. Also, a dog remains unaccounted for at last update. Next on our list for you, a new roundabout is now open in Hardin Valley. We were at this afternoon's ribbon cutting in the 12,000 block of Hardin Valley Road. Now we're told $1.2 million project started back in May. It was completed 2 weeks ahead of schedule. The new addition is designed to make the intersection safer, improving upon the old design. By the way, we're told this new roundabout will soon be named after the Seal family barn that once stood in that area. And rounding out the Big Seven for us, after a tough loss at Georgia, the Vols got back to their winning ways on Saturday, running over SEC foe Missouri. 66-24 was the final. Now, Tennessee will turn its attention toward their final 2 games of the regular season, both of which on the road. That means communicating at a high level and locking in will be key to Tennessee finding success. Being dialed into their jobs on the field will also be a necessity, especially when entering a great atmosphere at South Carolina this Saturday night. Now, head coach Josh Heupel says a lot of his team's defensive ability will depend on maintaining that high level of prep and practice habits to make sure there are no dips in execution.
When it's going good, right, all 11 are operating as one. You're playing gap sound, you're tackling well, but that happens because you're in good body positions, because your eyes take you to the football. When it's not going good, it's not like a wholesale change typically is what is needed. It's guys settling into the football, and 10 guys can be doing it right, 1 guy's not, and all of a sudden you give up a big play. And so doing the ordinary things at a really high level, our preparation, our practice habits got to be right. This is a big football game for us. This is the only one we got this week. Really good opponent, great environment. We got to be ready to go compete for 60 minutes and be dialed into the details of our jobs.
Vols will take on the Gamecocks in Columbia again Saturday night. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, this week's AP Top 25 college football rankings are in. Nothing has really changed at the top. Georgia remains at #1 after a win over Mississippi State. Ohio State stays at #2 after trouncing Indiana, while their arch rival Michigan holds at #3 with a win over Nebraska. TCU clings to that #4 spot after beating in-state rival Texas in a slugfest on Saturday. And for the second week in a row, Tennessee rounds out the top 5.